afternoon, guys. I hope you're all well. Video here for Lily White Lane. Guys, Conte, let's get into it. Conte, Enrique, everyone is talking about these names. The new managers already thinking about next season when this season is not even over yet. How do I see it, guys? That's the question that's been asked. The question, well, to answer that question, listen, I see this. Conte last year obtained top 4. He's way on course to doing the same again this year. We win against Southampton on Sunday. We obtain third. We'll be third in the league. And then with the international break, I remember 1 week or 2 weeks. Anyway, we go into the international week with being third. Yes, the other teams behind us have got games in hand, but they still have to play them, and then we'll see what points they obtain from those games in hand. But needless to say, we win at Southampton. No matter what happens, we'll be third. So we're truly on course of getting in the top 4. Certainly we're in the top 4 race. Should Conte, in my opinion, should Conte obtain top 4, that would be the second season running that he would have done that. And I believe Pochettino did that. And I believe also Redknapp did it before him. I could be wrong. But, you know, other than those guys, no one's done a back-to-back as yet. So why would we be sacking Conte? Why would Conte leave? If I was Levy right now, I'll be looking to get him tied up, get him another couple of years in charge of Spurs, and continue the work that needs to be done to continue to give the club what they want, which is a top 4, the revenue and all of that. We know the drill. We know how this club works because we sack managers 6 days before a final if top 4 is in jeopardy. And that's exactly what happened with Jose Mourinho, a proven winner who probably would have had a really good chance of bringing that cup home. Appeasing all of us fans would have made us all happy, even if it did, even if it would have come at a cost of top 4, which ultimately it did, because it was sacking him and getting Mason in. We finished out the top 4 anyway. So I don't see why they can't come to some sort of agreement at the end of the year, say, look, the club's request is top 4, and give them the tools to beefing up the squad a little bit more. Nothing ridiculous, but enough money to strengthen the squad even more. Bring in a goalkeeper, bring in another centre-back, bring in an attacking midfielder, and so forth. Strengthen the team and securing, probably with more ease, top 4, which is what the club want. But also, the club can agree with the manager to beefing up the squad enough so he can go for the Carabao Cups, for the FA Cups, and that way it'll please him as a manager who wants to win trophies, aspires to win trophies wherever he's gone. His history tells us that, but also keeps us fans happy. Why they can't sit down in April, hopefully, and sort that out? That's the question mark. That's the question that I probably ask you guys. Put it in the comments below. Let me know what you think of that scenario. The second scenario, we start looking around. Enrique is a name that's been thrown about. Enrique has a completely different style of football, tiki-taka football. That means we would need to restart again, bring in a personnel that allows us to play the tiki-taka football. How much money would he have to spend on bringing those players that require to play the style of football that Luis Enrique plays, which is completely different to what Conte plays? So how long is that going to come? How long is that going to take before we actually get to see that? Better style of football, which is what the fans want as well. But the time and patience, which is what Conte has been saying, will also have to be given to Enrique to embed those players in, getting the players that he wants, and also getting to play the style that he wants, which is the complete opposite of what Conte does. That requires more time, more patience, and we already know as a fan base, we don't have a lot of patience anyway, as we can see of late times. So, we want to bring Enrique in? Absolutely fine. Good football, no 2 ways about it. Tiki-taka, overkill the passes sometimes, for my liking, absolutely. But, you know, it's for me, it's all starting all over again is the part that I don't like. He would have to start all over again. He has to embed his own ideas, completely different to the managers that we have now. It's long-winded, guys. any other manager, Pochettino, rebuild, the painful rebuild that he said had to happen 4 years ago now, would have to still be done today. And that means a complete reset and going again. That's what would happen with Pochettino. That requires time and patience. But because it's Pochettino and we know what he can do, perhaps he'll be given the time and the patience. But it doesn't bring the trophies in anytime soon. So it will still require a waiting time. This, with Conte right now, it's already, this summer will be 18 months gone. Give him another couple of years and continue with this project. Continue working together. Continue moving forwards. On the proviso that, of course, Conte wants to do the same as well. Without that, nothing. It takes two for that to happen. But I just want it to happen. Wherever it is and wherever direction, just want it to happen soon. And that way we can start thinking about next season. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Like and subscribe. And as always, come on you Spurs.